BOSS Radio.
Scorp Beats.
Don't talk to him.
When I was down, ain't nobody give a shit. And now I'm on a nigga, gotta pay the rent. I done been there, I done done that ever since I was a kid. Said I always had ambition and my dreams was always big. You can do it. You can do it. Don't play no games with it. You can do it. Yeah. Listen. You can do it. Ain't nobody tell you how to live life. You can do it. If it's wrong to make it right, I'm right with you. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah. You can do it.
I seen what it means to be stuck at the bottom. How the bit trapped in a cage of travesty, hit it, and everybody just said drop 'em. I've been buried alive, left to suffer to die, but I swear to you, I never gave up. Niggas squirming on the ground, tell them stay down, but I found a way up. Ever since my mom passed, I wandered throughout the wilderness, and she your daily misses. I never get the miss, never got used to the awkwardness. I'm feeling deep down in my chest. Use it as a passion and drive to get up on the grind and try to make it out the gutter. Born in it though, so all I ever had was the everlasting struggle till I get a come up. And I can't stop there. My oldest Naciel needs a house on 100 acres real quick. Joaquin needs his own business that would have him on all 7 continents making deal pics. Only thing broke would be the generation of curse. I won't leave my children living off worse. When cowards gonna punch my ticket, then they got a brother leaving this all right here in the hearse.
When I was down, ain't nobody give a shit. And now I'm on a nigga, gotta pay the rent. I done been there, I done done that ever since I was a kid. Said I always had ambition and my dreams was always big. You can do it. You can do it. Don't play no games with it. You can do it. Yeah. Listen. You can do it. Ain't nobody tell you how to live life. You can do it. If it's wrong to make it right, I'm right with you. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah. You can do it.
Fell from the top real hard, put in my work, you could call me Hustle Guard. Charged up like a cell phone, now it's on, so I'm guaranteed to make it to the top. Fell bad, let the fade blow away, took the ritter, stayed in with a bulldozer, made a new way. When you focus on success, it's the best desire when it comes to your different mind states. Wait, patience was the key when it all fell down, had to understand that it wasn't in the plan. Goddamn, many hypocrites smiling as I fell, hoping that I break when I land. I couldn't see what I had was a pocket full of trash, as all the cowards that claimed to be my friend. Really hung around for the joy, never down for the boy, never wasn't even my fan. I get a do-over, leave their ass when I'm sober. Gotta focus on the spirit, getting a little colder. Everything I do is soda from the flow up. Had to own up and roll like a boulder. True soldier, let a boss my frame. No way, I'ma play, stop acting like you lame. I'm out of my business, doing me show. This outside riding, staying in my lane. Baby.
When I was down, ain't nobody give a shit. And now I'm on a nigga, gotta pay the rent. I done been there, I done done that ever since I was a kid. Said I always had ambition and my dreams was always big. You can do it. You can do it. Don't play no games with it. You can do it. Yeah. Listen. You can do it. Ain't nobody tell you how to live life. You can do it. If it's wrong to make it right, I'm right with you. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah. You can do it.
BOSS Radio, Southside Bosses, its owners and associates take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guests. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of the site or the radio station, and opinions between talk show hosts may conflict. This site does not endorse anything as the truth. That you will have to judge for yourself. but we try to speak the truth on the owner's behalf and reserve the right to question the supposed truth. In this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and government corruption, it is sometimes hard to get to the truth, but we must try. It is not our intention to libel, discriminate, make hate, or annoy anyone. We believe that it is our constitutional First Amendment right of free speech to voice our opinions and our duty to the Constitution and country to expose the truth. This site takes no responsibility for the opinions of others and the postings of comments in chat rooms or forum posts.
As Mr. Flavor, I am proud to bring to you Mr. E's the Music Maestro.
What it is, everybody, what it is. This is your boy, Mr. E, boss of the Southside Bosses. And you know, we are coming here live to you on BOSS Radio, talking but ain't saying nothing. We also are going on Facebook Live right now. So if you ain't already joined the group, go ahead and follow us in our group at Bosses Retreat on Facebook. That way you'll be able to see all the little funky stuff we be getting into, you feel me? Also, we just want to ask y'all to go ahead and find Talking But Ain't Saying Nothing on your favorite streaming service as well. We're on Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, more. You know, we wherever you want to be. So go ahead and find us on your favorite streaming service and like us. It's Talking But Ain't Saying Nothing, BOSS Radio, baby. Because, you know, we love to get into it. We love to get the actually say. Because, see, what a lot of people think we do, we dish dirt. No, we don't dish dirt. We don't do that. What we do is we analyze situations, real life situations, so that we can help y'all out to understand why it can affect you and your children if this was in any other circumstances. So definitely want to get into it. I want to put that little disclaimer on this before we get started. Also, want to let y'all know that this show is brought to y'all by Southside Beauty Care. So make sure if you're looking for a great Mother's Day gift, we got those great gift boxes for you. So go ahead and check it out, SouthsideBeautyCare.com. And hey, get your mom something she'll love. We also making great t-shirts for Mother's Day. You can get a 15% discount on that as well. But already, now that we went ahead and cover those bases, let's go ahead and get into it. We got two great topics I want to bring to you, and hopefully at the end of this you'll be able to see exactly why this is necessary to talk about, because it is actually a little frustrating, to say the least, when you have a society of people that are just, for lack of a better phrase, co-signing bald-headed hoe shit. So let's go ahead and get with it. You feel me? Now, the first thing I want to talk about is this, after the Grammys or whatnot. You know, Will Smith was critiqued by the world. Some people had his back. Some people said that he went too far. And it just was like, everybody was torn between Jada and Will. It became a real big thing. You know what I'm saying? So after all of that, it all came down to what Jada had to think of it, because, you know, that's all, and no matter who the subject is, right? So she decides to come out with her, after she made her first initial statement, this is a season of healing and I am here for it. She comes out and Ask Me continuously embarrasses Will. What she pretty much stated could have been said in the privacy of their own home and just could have left it at that. She could have just rode with that man to the bus site, you know what I'm saying? But instead, she decided she want to go ahead and drop her little 2 cents down, and pretty much states that she is not a woman, not one of these women that needs protecting. Right. See, this is what makes it hard for a man to actually protect you women, because we don't know if you need protecting or not. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. So we're stuck. Will is stuck in a position where he was trying to go be a man and protect his wife, and then she don't need protecting. She's not one of them women that needs protecting. I mean, if I was in that situation, I'm going to blow a fucking gasket. Hold on, wait a minute. Whoa. All I hear is the narrative of men need to be protectors and men need to be providers. And he finally takes, well, I ain't gonna say finally, but he takes a step towards that, and he is thrown up under the bus by the person he was trying to protect. Now, let me tell y'all why I feel the way I feel, because I got something very, very similar. And this is how I can relate to the common man, because I know I ain't got Will Smith money. But I'm going to tell you a story. I would have to be like 17 years old. I was working at Publix on Cascade Road in ATL, Georgia. If you know about it, you know about it. You know what I'm talking about? So I was over there pushing my little buggies out there, taking me a little smoke break at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Before I go in there and bag some groceries and what. And I see this couple arguing in the fucking parking lot. And I'm not talking about just going arguing. They fighting. They fight. They hitting. He hitting her. She hitting him back, but she ain't hitting him as hard as he hitting her. You know, and he whamming on her ass. You know, I'm like, damn. You know, so me, I was raised by a single mom, and I was raised by my aunts, and I wasn't raised by no uncles except for my one uncle, who pretty much taught me you got to protect. You know, you got to protect the women that's in your life. He was talking about my mom and my aunts. I don't think he was talking about these randoms. Because I decided to go to try to check this dude about this random, and all of a sudden, guess who getting jumped in the parking lot? And not only that, but guess who else getting fired? Yeah, learn my lesson real quick. That's when I mind my business. See, this is why I want to make sure I get this. This is another scenario, because you could have easily said, well, you just a regular Joe Smo. Well, look like it. Same shit happened to Will. Jada sided with the motherfuckers that was saying Will overreacted, and instead of having her man back, she's on the other side of the fence looking at that nigga like, hey, hey, I'm over here. You know, that's not what you do to your spouse. That's not what you do to your significant other. I don't believe it. And yeah, man, that's for real. I really do feel like if Will doesn't see this, he stays where he gonna stay at. But I wouldn't. So, you know, for her to go off and say she's not a wildflower, she's not one of these women that needs protecting. If I was a woman, I would be like, nigga, is that shade? Shit, is that shade? That sound like shade right there. I don't know. Is that shade? Cause that sound like shade. What you trying to say? What you really trying to say? Are you trying to say that because as a woman I would feel like I would want a man to protect me? Yeah, that's exactly how I would feel. I would feel like if I was a woman, I would want a man to protect me, and I would be protecting my man the same way, different ways, but same circumstance. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to reciprocate that if I was a woman, because as a man, that's what I do with my woman. And to see her just, again, throw this dude up under the bus, it goes to show you, ladies, this is what men are afraid of, and this is why some of them, I'm not saying they right. I ain't trying to make no excuses. You have to actually be able to see the behavior, of the reason for the behavior, so maybe we can address the reason for the behavior, and we can rectify the behavior. You're not going to rectify the behavior by yelling at somebody about the behavior. You know what I mean? That goes on. They always want to talk about how I reacted. They never want to talk about what made me react that way. Well, let's talk about it. This is what it is. This man has been humiliated time after time after time again. And true, he should have left a long time ago. He should have never got with her. I mean, hate to throw Tupac back up in it, but I mean, god damn. What part of West Philly they do that in? I'm just saying, man. If I was from West Philly, look at me. If I was anything, I would be offended. Yeah, I'm just saying. As a man, I would never be able to see myself put myself in that position ever again. I was in it, and that was 22 years ago. Shit, 22 years ago, 22 years ago. And I would not put myself in that position ever again. So this is when I saw what I saw coming with Will. I saw what I saw coming with he kept going back for the abuse. He's like one of the women that like that shit. He like one of the women with 2 black eyes. You can't tell him nothing. Leave him alone. Leave that man alone. Let him. He's enjoying it, or they're capitalizing off of it. Something is going to where he's benefiting. So, hey, if you like it, I love it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? But let's address the fact that there are literally women out there that will not only absorb this abuse, but also retract that abuse back onto the people who are actually trying to protect them, and then they run everybody off. And it's not even just women. Men do the same thing. They run the people that actually care about them off because of the person that is abusing them. They're protecting them. I believe that's called Stockholm Syndrome. If you actually look at the way that, the so-called African American race, my fault, I ain't used to that being. I was making some t-shirts earlier and I needed that extra light. But the state of the Black America, you can actually say that Stockholm Syndrome is like it run rancid through the Black community, because if you technically think about it, the United States has been abusing the fuck out of us for years and decades and centuries. Shit. Well, we're still here. We're still asking them for privileges in their own land. Well, I feel like we Will Smithing right now, and Jada Pinkett is in the United States, throwing us up under the bus. For real. And the fact that we would actually destroy some of our own kind. We killed Malcolm X. For real. We set Fran Hampton up. So I'm just saying, I'm just starting to see a pattern. I'm starting to see a cycle. And if you don't see it, again, like I said, you are going to be one of those people with a sore asshole, because that's when history repeats itself and you wasn't ready for it. Hey, but now I ain't want to make this no political thing, but I just wanted to bring that up, and hopefully I could wake some people up with this Will and Smith. I said, just to show you how it actually is something bigger than just them two. All right. For real. But we're going to take a short break. I'm going to holler at y'all on the Facebook Live for a minute. And if you are listening to us on our Spreaker app, or if you're listening to us on Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, Google Podcasts, go to Facebook and join Boss's Retreat. That way you can get a part of some of these conversations. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely got some things for you, especially with Sunday coming up. We got a real good show, so I'm gonna go ahead and holler at Boss's Retreat, let them know what the show is gonna be about. But while we do that, I got some more music straight from your boy Mr. E, Boss of the Southside Bosses, the gutter baby, still doing this thing on BOSS Radio, talking but ain't saying nothing podcast. This is Glory, baby. You already know. After a word from one of our sponsors. Skin and hair care makes the perfect gifts. Oh, yeah? Yeah, especially when it comes in all natural forms for Southside Beauty Care. Our gift boxes include natural and raw black soap from Africa, hair and beard oil that will make your hair strong and shiny, beard balm with essential oils such as cedarwood, hoe wood, and more to style that manscape on your face. I could use that. Our signature skincare cream designed to quench your skin's thirst and make it shine like Bruce Leroy in The Last Dragon. Did you just show your age? Get your box today at SouthsideBeautyCare.com.
Man, they been trying very, very hard to keep me out this game. I just got one question. What you afraid of?
I think we're gonna be friends.
Hardly. You niggas never invited this boy to the party. Standing outside in the cold rain, looking through the window, see you turn it up like car keys. So low with the mind frame, but I came with my game, cause ain't a damn thing gon' change. Stayed in my lane, probably for pace of a Dre, saying to myself what 8 years gon' change. So I focus on the game plan, to put them all on the knees like they about to say amen. Got 'em crying like Rayman, ain't a strange man, all I wanted was the screens for the bandstand. So I aim to get the stacks to the ceiling. When you hear this, you'll be feeling my story. I used to only want the money, but now I'm coming for the glory.
The cloud has opened up, and I've been seen in all of my glory. Suddenly, the clouds have opened up, and I've been seen in all of my glory. Suddenly,
so I aim to get the stacks to the ceiling. When you hear this, you'll be feeling my story. I used to only want the money, but now I'm coming for the glory. So I aim to get the stacks to the ceiling. When you hear this, you'll be feeling my story. I used to only want the money, but now I'm coming for the glory.
Remember that little scroll talking about what he's gonna do to obtain success. He was 10 toes down, made progress, while the congregation hated like Congress. I can't say I have a status, but Nipsey brought the hustle back, so now the bosses got this. We about the block back, can't stop that for the suburbs on the way to the projects. No longer treated like objects, tossed to the side, we glide, no matter with the weather. I remember living hard, so I have to stay fly, so baby, you fucking with a treasure. This ain't like a scary movie, and it might just be a little bit gory. Nothing else is gonna stand in between me and glory.
the clouds have opened up, and I've been seen in all of my glory. Suddenly, the clouds have opened up, and I've been seen in all of my glory. Suddenly,
So I aim to get the stacks to the ceiling. When you hear this, you be feeling my story. I used to only want the money, but now I'm coming for the glory. So I aim to get the stacks to the ceiling. When you hear this, you be feeling my story. I used to only want the money, but now I'm coming for the
We're gonna
glory.
be friends.
My mom told me not to ever let these cowards play me. You lose it all in the blink of an eye. So true while they pointing at the white man, they planted on my back while holding a big knife. Now they're gonna need a crossbow, cause I need 50 feet before I take a seat. Back to the wall, no room for slipping. Let me see it all when it comes to take a G. There's no fakery, the money come fast like a sale at the trap bakery. You could be kidding me, I'm still here to sweet lick like you some kind of candy man. This is for the time I spent. I know that baby out there is checking for me. I guarantee it's not me, but the glory.
We're gonna be friends.
suddenly, the clouds have opened up, and I've been seen in all of my glory. Suddenly, the clouds have opened up, and I've been seen in all of my glory. Suddenly,
So I aim to get the stacks to the ceiling. When you hear this, you be feeling my story. I used to only want the money, but now I'm coming for the glory. So I aim to get the stacks to the ceiling. When you hear this, you be feeling my story. I used to only want the money, but now I'm coming for the
We're
glory.
gonna be friends.
Have you ever seen someone do something so outrageous that you can't help but think, this stupid crazy situations happen all the time, and people get into situationships on a regular. So, what would you do if you were in their place? Check out our podcast as we discuss just that on What Would You Do podcast on iTunes, Spotify, iHeart, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and all your other favorite streaming services. Make sure to search hashtag What Would You Do podcast.
Already, everybody. This is your boy, Mr. E, boss of the Southside Bosses, and you know how we do it here on Talking But Ain't Said Nothing, where we get it down. If you ain't already shared this to your family and friends, go ahead, hit that share button, hit that like, subscribe, or follow button on your favorite streaming service, and make sure you got us in your repertoire, because we're gonna make sure that we give you more. You know what I'm talking about? But like we was talking before, you know, I said we was talking about how a toxic individual, period, in this case it's two toxic women, but a toxic individual, period, can scorn an individual, and then in turn, you know, I said it kind of makes it like a tidal wave. It just keeps going and going and going, affecting people out there, till right now we suffering from a total relationship fucking pandemic. You know what I'm saying? The shit is just people just rather fucking get it out the way. I mean, maybe that's smart. Shit, I don't know. Shit. But we were just talking about Jada. But now, I don't know if anybody has seen the TMZ story. I just posted the link up there right now. Where they were talking about pretty much, you know, Pete Davidson and Northwest, you know what I'm saying, having a good time, you know what I'm saying, hanging out and getting to know each other, which I'm all for. If he's going to be in her life, they need to have a good relationship. And it's maybe good to have two dads, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Kanye is tripping too hard, you know what I'm saying? And well, she'll be able to have another crazy dad to lean on, but and that's beside the point. It's just the fact of the matter is, when I was watching the video, see, TMZ don't even talk about this. I'm looking at the video and they had to pause it and zoom in. And if you actually look at the picture, they actually zoom in and do the same thing, but they didn't say nothing about this. On this picture, matter of fact, let me see if I can put this picture on the comment section. I really can't. They won't let me. I don't know why they won't let me put. That sucks. But anyways, they in this little girl, all of them 7, 8, 9 years old. Tell me why she's sitting on this dude's lap. No, don't give me no bullshit. I don't know what kind of excuse you come with. Why is she sitting on this dude's lap who she just met? I don't care about her possible stepdaddy, his possible stepdaddy position. He's a possible stepdaddy for a reason. He's not in a full-fledged relationship, marriage, or whatever, where he is actually by law stepdaddy. No, he is a boyfriend of her mom. So why is this little girl sitting on his lap? See, this is what the fuck Kanye was talking about when she was putting his girl in fucking makeup, giving her social media accounts and all types of shit. You know, this fucking creeps out there. And now this dude she's sitting on this dude's lap. I don't know. I mean, I'm a boy dad. I got 2 boys. You know what I'm saying? I love their sister like she's my daughter. Treat her like she's my daughter. I love her to death. You know, she don't live with me, but she's also not my child. So even though she calls me dad, it's still kind of up in the air about her sitting on my lap. If she comes and crawl on my lap and to show me something, it's just for the length of that conversation. And then, you know, okay, baby, you know, go ahead and finish what you was doing. And, you know, because it's not, I just find that very, very creepy for a little girl of that age to be like sitting on that's a stranger. I don't give a fuck how much you know him. That is a stranger to that little girl. So now you're making it a custom for her to just sit on strange men's lap. This is why Kanye was throwing a fucking, and I haven't even seen, I was looking for it. Nobody has mentioned this. Except for one other video that I saw the same thing I said. I was like, hold on, wait a minute, let me see if anybody. And then that's the only thing I found was this one that broke it down. And she said, maybe this ain't Pete Davidson. Even if it isn't, who the fuck is it then? If it's an uncle, still, but uncle is better than Pete Davidson, a fucking boyfriend of the mom who just they probably known each other for a while, but that still don't mean that he known this little girl and she know him. I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. It doesn't work like that. And I'm just waiting to see Kanye's fucking. I know this gonna be an episode. This is gonna be a real episode because this is going to be epic. And I want to see how y'all feel about it because y'all was wrong about Jada. Y'all was wrong about Jada. And you're still wrong about Tasha. St. Patrick. Yes, I'm hot about that too. We finna make this a three striker. If you agree with any one of them 3 and their actions, I can't fuck with you. I mean, that's this men. This shows you the type of woman that you would be with. I'm just saying this would show you the exact type of woman that you would be with. So with that being said, why would you want to continue in a situation where it is obvious that these women will put your children in harm's way or embarrassment and will just throw you up under the bus? Quick like. I think I had to say it for the people in the back because y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all see me, but y'all ain't hearing me. I'm on, but I ain't on. I'm in the background. But when they pitch cut, hey, look, ain't nobody even said nothing about Jada's little I guess moment of clarity. Nobody even said nothing about that. I wonder why. They ain't nobody said nothing about that. Y'all was all over it when y'all thought y'all was right. He wasn't protecting her. He was protecting his image. And tell the truth, his image was way better than it was afterwards. Than it is now. It was. He had, and I think he knew that. I'm sad that he didn't apologize to Chris Rock at first. That's the first person he should have apologized to. That's your friend. I don't give a fuck whatever y'all think y'all got going on. I guarantee you that's just Jada, and you just trying to follow along in her footsteps. It's sad, but hey, it is what it is, and I mean, it ain't what it ain't, and it can't be what it can't be. So, Will, I'm glad that you are right where you are at, but now that we understand the situations and Kanye, I hope you do get on her ass. I don't give a fuck how you blow up about that right there. You supposed to, I would go to jail about that shit. Now Pete really would have to see me. I'm instigating. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Don't have my daughter in your lap. You can have fun with her. You can take her to on roller coasters. You can hold her, hug her. You can even be there on graduation day. She can call you stepdaddy, or she can call you Daddy David, or whatever the fuck. No, don't even do that, because that sounds bad. No, because it's a little girl. She's not gonna be thinking like that. But yeah, she can call him Daddy David or Daddy Dave or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's giving you a title, but at the same time realizing that I am her father and I am her dad. I will give you all that. Don't let my daughter sit in your lap again. Period. I don't give a fuck. I ain't hear none of that. I don't know where your fucking mind is. And nah, this ain't got no shot of Pete Davidson's craziness. The mother, I got plenty of jokes for that, but that ain't got shit to do. This is anybody. Anybody. I'll be looking at my niece like, why? I'll be looking at my brother like, if he had daughters, like, what the fuck wrong with you, nigga? If you don't go get your daughter, get the fuck off that nigga off that, man, I would kick both of y'all ass. Fuck is wrong with you? I ain't playing that. I don't know. Maybe, I know I ain't tripping, but maybe y'all be tripping. Allowing that shit. That shit, that was supposed to be blown the fuck up as soon as this motherfucker saw that shit. That shit was supposed to be all over the goddamn news. Hell wrong with y'all, man. Y'all better pay attention. Anyways, back to what I was finna get at. I was about to get at. This just goes to show you exactly why we have to start fresh, because it's like men are getting scorned, women are getting scorned, men are supposed to just suck it up and just move on, but then y'all want us to open up and talk about it. And then when we open up and talk about it, you're like, you sound like a bitch. What's wrong with you? Your eyelashes look longer than mine. The fuck? Okay, I'm bet. Won't say shit else. But we got to open up a dialogue, man, because if we don't open up a dialogue, then this is going to be one hell of a mess after another. And like we had that I think it was the black conference or whatever it is. Economic. It was an economic conference with Killer Mike Doutman. I think we need to really get that going for people. Actually, for the black couple, or any couples really, but the black couple, we really need to get that going, because that conversation, this conversation is getting old. Man, is just such and such, and these bitches are just such. This shit getting old, man. I don't know how you feel, but the way I feel, that shit ain't real. for real. I don't know. I feel like that's a foreign concept. I don't know why I feel like that's a foreign concept. I've never been like that. And I mean, you could probably call me a simp. I never stayed for the sucker shit. I can say that much. But other than taking it out on the next woman, and if she tried to take it out on me, I'm out. I say you got some unresolved issues. I'm sorry. They charge at the airport $50 per bag. I don't need that extra baggage for all that. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself, heal yourself, and then move on. So we got some self-healing we got to do, and that way we can start healing each other, because man, all this I can't help you and all that bullshit unless you got money, and that's cool. All right, we can go get money together. I know some dudes that want to hit, and I can tell them how much. And I make sure they'll fuck with you in the wrong way. I'm just saying. It ain't nothing but it's money out here. Let's go get it then. You want it. Don't be picky now. Let's go get all the money. Shit, your legs ain't got your feet ain't got never hit the ground. Oh man, I'm sorry, but that's just how y'all be sounding sometimes. But with that being said, we got more music coming to y'all, and I hope y'all y'all got something out of it. Again, if y'all following us, if y'all ain't following us already and y'all like what y'all see here or y'all hear here, find us on Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. That's talking but ain't saying nothing. And this show was brought to you by Southside Beauty Care, where we're gonna keep bringing you the best in skincare, all natural skincare, with that brand new hair oil and beard oil, beard balm, and skin cream. Y'all need to go check that out at SouthsideBeautyCare.com. We got what you need. And for Mother's Day, if you don't get your mother this gift box, you're going to be lacking. And she going to tell you lacking. And you know mom don't care. She would tell you how it is. You better hope she don't tell you to go get that switch. Oh, man. My God is probably too young for that joke. Damn. Anyways, here's another word from our sponsor. And then after that, we got another song by Mr. Eat a Gutter Baby. I'm sorry. Here on BOSS Radio, baby, you already know what it is.
Someone do something so outrageous that you can't help but think this stupid crazy situations happen all the time, and people get into situationships on a regular. So, what would you do if you were in their place? Check out our podcast as we discuss just that on What Would You Do podcast on iTunes, Spotify, iHeart, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and all your other favorite streaming services. Make sure to search hashtag What Would You Do podcast.
Ay, dámelo, papi, chulo. Te amo, gutter baby.
I run the streets up and down with my partner selling whatever I can, trying to make that dough. Hey, at the studio, grab the mic and I was spitting real hype like I'm at a show. I'm a dog, y'all loud, call you bitch and a hoe, all because you wouldn't look this way. And then when I had you, didn't show that I care, so I'm all alone to this day. Instead of a sister, all I saw was the money, but you couldn't get a thing from me. And it's funny, think about it, at the end I didn't even see it till I ended up bumming. So now you got my mind running, heart still racing, my thoughts caged in. Tears burning my skin and it feels like fire or maybe even hot Cajun. I wanna make it up to you, queens. Please understand, I got caught up in those scenes. I didn't care about your heart, didn't care about your mind. All I wanted what was in those jeans. As men, we protect our queens, help them fulfill whatever their dreams. It's time that we be the backbone instead of breaking their backs, provide means. So I'm sorry, I never should have done it, but I'm sorry. You should have seen this coming, but I'm sorry. And now I sent you running, but I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I never should have done it, but I'm sorry. You should have seen this coming, but I'm sorry. And now I sent you running, but I'm sorry. Forgive me. I didn't see you as a brother. Instead we beef cause you wore the wrong colors. Always fighting with each other. It was alright till we put your brother under. So a fucking war started. Fuck Iraq, it was more like Iraq with the heartless. The messed up thing is that we don't even know how any of this started. Now we invited the police in, since they couldn't contain or lock us in. The whole country screaming kill us off, so the motherfuckers put us in boxes then. When I say I wanna be your friend, we got too many enemies in this land. We got the slave master and the overseers and the coons that wanna do us in. Not to mention the bankers, we need to stack this bread instead of these bodies. If we steady kill ourselves, cops shoot us down and the judge get to hang us like car keys. What would happen to our small seeds? We are born hopeless, but we can change these things. Gotta get into our minds, then get up on a grind from the kingpin to crack beans. Maintaining his membrane, we got soldiers as strong as a diesel train. If we pick up the momentum and we hit them full force, we can destroy their brain. They got you seeing me as a lame, they got me seeing you as a lame. But we know they insane, so I wanna say sorry and let's break this slave chain. I'm sorry, I never should have done it, but I'm sorry. You should have seen this coming, but I'm sorry. And now I sent you running, but I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I never should have done it, but I'm sorry. You should have seen this coming, but I'm sorry. And now I sent you running, but I'm sorry. Forgive me. Man, don't allow them to make us destroy us. Don't allow them to make us destroy our shit.
This our home. This our family. This our love. They don't give a fuck about us. Why? Because they have us right where they want us. How many of their security force do they send when we at the club? 3 or 4. And how many of us are there at the club? At least 30 to 40. If they ain't afraid of us, why not? Ask yourself. It's because they have our minds. They control our thoughts. So they don't need to be afraid of us. But we still have our hearts. So I want you to open up yours with these words that I speak tonight. We are stronger than they will ever be. We are more intelligent than they will ever be. We are more resilient. So right now, I say I'm sorry to my sisters. And I want to say I'm sorry to my brothers. Let's end the beef. Let's get off these streets. Let's build our communities. Let's feed our seeds. Let's grow our families. Let's take care of our elderly. Let's take care of our crime. Let's take care of our drugs. Let's take care of all this that's plaguing the nation right now.
I'm sorry, I never should have done it, but I'm sorry, you should have seen this coming, but I'm sorry, and now I sent you running, but I'm sorry, forgive me. I'm sorry, I never should have done it, but I'm sorry, you should have seen this coming, but I'm sorry, and now I sent you running, but I'm sorry, forgive me.
Skin and hair care makes the perfect gifts.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, especially when it comes in all natural forms for Southside Beauty Care. Our gift boxes include natural and raw black soap from Africa, hair and beard oil that will make your hair strong and shiny, beard balm with essential oils such as cedarwood, hoe wood, and more to style that manscape on your face.
I could use that.
Our signature skincare cream designed to quench your skin's thirst and make it shine like Bruce Leroy in The Last Dragon.
Did you just show your age?
Get your box today at SouthsideBeautyCare.com.